Welcome back to another episode of Journey to a Hooper. I think this is episode 2. I'm headed to the park right now, and I still haven't uploaded episode 1, which I gotta get on top of. I'm being lazy with the editing. I'm still trying to find the right mix of, the creativity between like making a nice video and edit and just leaving it versus like leaving it just like raw footage of me just hooping, kind of more long form. But I think, when I'm in like a session or like I'm training intentionally or I'm like practicing floaters or like something like that versus like a free form just shoot around where I'm not thinking of anything in particular, I'll leave it more long form. Like if I'm playing like ones or like fives with randoms, then I feel like I could leave it more long form, or I could just edit it and slice it up and whatever. But point is, today I'm headed to the park, and for me personally, it's more like a bounce back for me because I've been like, it feels like when the momentum, and I'm speaking in general, when the momentum isn't on your side, it just keeps spiraling down. A couple bad days and it feels like the world is over. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I did get this new phone though, and I'm pretty hype about that. It's cool. I got a new pair of shoes coming in soon. The Dame 10s, basketball shoes. I'm probably gonna unbox those on the next video. Hoop with those. It's all about, trying to get to the next step. But, right now I'm headed to the park, and like I said, I'm just trying to get the momentum on my side. I feel like when the momentum's on your side, I'm just like laying in bed, feeling lethargic, not getting any work done. I'm just stressing about like a million things on my mind. And I feel like one bad thing leads to another bad thing. Yeah, like I said, I feel like one bad thing just leads to another bad thing. I had to cut it because there's someone walking by. But yeah, I'm just trying to get the momentum on my side. I'm heading to the park right now. I'm just gonna kind of do something similar to episode 1 where I'm just like shooting around kind of, but this time I'm at the park. So I'm gonna be working with park rims, park hoops. I already reviewed the footage on episode 1, and I'm thinking of specific things with my form already that I gotta tweak. Like whenever I get tired and like lazy and I don't want to jump as much with my jumpers, I jump like Nikola Jokic. Like, you guys know the Jokic jumper where he's like all the way back behind his head? That's where his form is. Like the ball's literally behind his head. That's where my form goes to. But the difference is I'm not like 7'1". So I gotta jump. I can't be like lazy. I gotta be conscious of that. And just rise my form straight up, kind of. And also I gotta release with my wrist. It starts from the feet, but then it goes up slowly, where it's a release with the wrist. So obviously it's easier said than done. I gotta practice it a million times, and yeah, that's where I'm heading. So I think I'm just gonna cut to when I set up the tripod in the park, and I'm just gonna shoot around a little bit, be conscious of my form, train intentionally, trying to fix my form, train intentionally and like mindfully. Like I want to be mindful of how exactly my hands feel every second when I'm touching the ball, when I'm dribbling, how hard I'm dribbling while I'm moving, because I feel like if I'm trying to improve with mindfulness, naturally I'll just become the best version of myself, because naturally I'll feel like, okay, that feels right with my hands, like subconsciously even, like it'll just fix itself. I don't know, that's kind of like the way I think. But I'm trying to bounce back, get the momentum on my side, and I'm about to grind. I think to fully reset myself and get the momentum back on my side, I need to just push myself to my limit and then just go back home, and then I'm back to baseline kind of. So I'm gonna cut the vid. Alright, I'm finna go over this footage. Like I was saying, I went to the park. I got this footage of me hooping, and I'm just gonna review some of this footage. I'm gonna let it play out, and I always kind of wanted to do this, kind of like a VOD review, checking things I can improve on, things I can tweak. I went to the park here. I ended up finding a hoop that I could run with. You know what I'm saying? First jumper, you gotta make it. You know what I'm saying? It was raining a bit. It started raining a bit, and then I ended up playing twos with some people that pulled up. So we ran some twos. I want to review that footage as well. That's two jumpers in a row, by the way. Hold on. Let me go back to the first jumper, because this is what I had the vision for when I started the series. I wanted to review and intentionally improve. Because I know in the footage that I just played while I was on the way to the park, I was like, I want to intentionally practice. But I kind of just pulled up here and I was just like, I was just shooting. I don't know. In this moment, I was thinking of like the pointers of like putting my forearm in what position. Okay, let's see. So I took a step, I have my feet planted, took a jump, my arms are in there. I mean, obviously it went in, so it's hard to say. Like every time you make a shot, it's hard to say you did something wrong. But it looks like yeah, this one looks really good. This second jumper looks better than the first jumper. Cause okay, I had my feet planted. I was taking kind of like a movement shot here, warming up. I jumped off my feet before the release. I go to release. It looks kind of awkward here, but as I executed my form, I think you could see the flick of my right wrist. You could see the wrist flick, and the right hand is merely just a guide hand, and it's kind of like in a high five. You know what I'm saying? The guide hand's in like a high five position. It's just spread out. I spread out my yeah. I spread out my guide hand. Yeah, I think that was a good shot compared to the first shot. Let's keep going here. I'm just shooting around. And I'm not gonna break down every shot. This is gonna be an hour video, but let's see. Took a jumper, hands up. Oh, that one looked good too. Okay, I think I'm getting in a rhythm here. Obviously, this is after the fact. I'm not. This was a minute ago, so I can't go in my mind exactly what I was thinking. Okay, I took two steps, hands up. That one I kind of did the Jokic, where my hand I think I got a little lazy with the jump and I put the ball behind my back a little bit more. But I think I still released good. Maybe that one was a little bit more lucky. That's four in a row, by the way. I remember being this on at the park where I was like shooting good in the beginning. Let's see. That one was a good jumper. That's five in a row. So 3 out of 5 of those I could see like clear wrist flick and like kind of holding the follow through. Here I'm just practicing my 3-level scoring. One thing I want to improve here, and this is weak as hell, because I gotta intentionally improve this. I didn't really practice it, but my dash, like the quick first step off the 3-level scoring, where you're kind of just like pivoting in the beginning, I want to improve that for sure. You learn about like the negative step, and that's how that gives you like easy acceleration. And that sometimes has bad connotation because people think that's how you like tear your Achilles. There's a huge debate about that online with like Hallie, like he took the negative step and then unfortunately he got an injury. But yeah, look how slow. Yeah, I don't have a quick first step. Obviously it'll improve over time, but I gotta be conscious of that. I'm just dribbling weak ass handles, bro. Look at this shit here. And then I was thinking there's like this clip of Shea that's like warming up, and he has like 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, and is like he's straight ahead. These dribbles weak as hell, and obviously I need to practice it. But I think my issue here is my back foot isn't like kneeled. Like I need to like give myself more space and like put my back foot. You know what I'm saying? Put my back foot back more. Like only be on my tippy toes in the back foot. Okay, so let's see. I just learned this recently, like crossover. You take a step and then you fucking cross over. I know it's crazy, but I literally don't have the fundamentals. I told you guys. But I'm practicing. I'm getting better. A little step back, weak step back, but it was clean. Trash shot though. Let's see. I don't want to psychoanalyze every shot, but no. Let's see. probably needed to make it L more, and then yeah, the follow through was just bad. Yeah, I needed to push more and push it up more, more wrist flick for sure. I feel like every shot needs more wrist flick. Let's see. This looks like I got lazy. I'm just pushing. Yeah, it looks like I'm just pushing that shit. Yeah, that was definitely a push. I wasn't solid. I didn't stay stable during that shot. By the way, my AC's running in the background. I hope the audio's not that bad. You know, over time the production's gonna get better, but right now it's just important that I do it. Weak shot, weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it looks. I mean, obviously, okay, that one went in. Well, let me go back a little bit. I mean, obviously, if it goes in, it's a good thing. And like, you want the ball. Like I saw online, you want the ball to move before like your body does. Like the ball obviously moves faster than the body. Um, like you don't wait for. Like it's like together. You know what I'm saying? You don't do one thing at a time. It's like the ball's moving, then I have my feet set, and then it's like one motion. That looked like I used my wrist, so that ended up going in. I think that's a shot, and I was thinking about this. I think that's a more of like a muscle memory thing. The fact that it like rimmed out like that. Here, I'm just dribbling around. But another thing I was gonna say, um, with my handles is I need to brace my core more. But that's gonna happen over time. We're not even gonna analyze that one, bro. We're gonna let that one go, bro. We're gonna let that one go for sure. Let's see. Okay, that was weak too, bro. Okay, yeah, see that one. I literally, yeah. I saw the footage of this, and I wanted to say this too. You could tell that my follow through is messed up here. Also, my feet. Look at my feet. It's like one this way and one this way. So wait, let me see my base one more time. Yeah, I had that duck feet base. I didn't set my feet first. Well, I kind of did though. Like I didn't set my feet, but I made a conscious effort to take a step and then start with my base. I guess my line. No, my wrist was definitely bad. It's not a straight wrist. It's like pointing this way a little bit. My wrist. Yeah, and then you could see it went kind of this way. It went kind of left, or left through my point of view in the video. But yeah, and it was short. So yeah, I just needed to probably start the ball lower too. I don't know. We're not gonna hyper analyze that one. I just wasn't locked in. A lot of the times, like, you're just not locked in. If you lock in your core and like your feet, like every shot will be close if you just lock in a little bit. This, I'm gonna predict that looks like a really good shot. Okay, I'm not mad at that miss. That looked like a pretty decent shot. And I think over here, like one of the guys asked me like, "Yo, you want a 2v2?" I was just like, I'm gonna warm up a little bit more, and then yeah, I'm just warming up. Yeah, holy. I think a lot of this is I'm tired too, and you'll see in like the pickup game where fatigue seriously. I think fatigue starts to play a big factor. I'm gonna skip through this in a minute. I just want to see. That looks like a good shot. That looks like a good shot. It was flat though. Now it looked like a decent follow through. Now maybe that was a weak shot. Maybe yeah. Here's the thing. I want to differentiate like good shots versus bad shots, regardless if they go in or not. Because bad shots can go in and good shots can miss. Not bad. I'm not mad at that shot. It didn't fall hella flat. I didn't airball it. It was definitely, obviously not perfect form, else I would have went in. That was a weak layup. Whatever, I'm just messing around. Yeah, I think I'm just warming up here. I think I'm about to grab the camera soon. Oh, shoot, I could skip around a little bit. Let me see. Ooh, shit. Weak ass, but I like that shit, though. This is my type of shit. One leg, fade away. Yeah, that's not a bad shot. I could add that to my game. I definitely need a day of just straight focusing on that. And then here, yeah, the boys in the background asked me, "Yo, you want a 2v2?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's run it." And then I grab the camera here. I'm just gonna speed up a little bit. Boom, 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 and then boom. I asked him, "Can I set it up?" And then here, this footage. Look, I lined it up perfectly. I lined up a good angle, but then like, I didn't know, but like the ball hit the tripod a little bit, and then the ball hit the tripod a little bit, but like the footage is still decent, but it kind of messed up the angle a little bit, but it's still we still use the footage. Yeah, we just talking about like what ball we're gonna use and shit. Yeah, see right here, it hit a little bit, and then the angle tweaked a little bit, but it's still good. Thank God it didn't like flip over. Here we just shooting around, asking what's teams. Now we shooting for teams. Yo, this is my first jump shot in front of everyone. Weak as hell. I think a big part of my game and like pickup is like messed up by confidence, bro. If I have confidence, I'll move so much different. If I feel empowered to like I could shoot more and then, make mistakes. If I feel like once I get okay with making mistakes and understand that it happens, and my confidence doesn't get completely cruised, I feel like I'll be in a better spot. But look, I messed this shit up. Like that was a horrible jump shot. That's that Nikola Jokic tired shit maybe. I just chucked that shit up. That shit wasn't fucking calculated at all. And then we just shooting it. And then whatever. And then let me see the shot I shot. Oh, that was really bad. That was a Jokic jumper. I started that shit here, bro. Oh my god, this is a bad screenshot. This is what I was talking about earlier in the video, where I just get tired and I'm like shooting these like bro. Look at this. Look at like Jordan never did this. Like, bro, what is this shit, bro? That shit was weak. But here's another thing. Though. I'm just glad that I just need a because going into the park, I said I was gonna intentionally train, and then I ended up not really doing that because I just got in the pickup. But the two things that I think are a priority on my list is obviously when I'm training, intentionally train. And number two is getting as much experience as possible playing in real games, because then I can encounter as many situations as possible, make as many mistakes as possible. See what I like, see what feels good, just get a feel for the game. I mean that goes without saying, but yeah. So it's me and this red shirt guy versus my bro here, and then this dude. Yeah, it's the first like 16 or 15 or some shit. I think it was 16. No, it was 15. I forgot, bro. But shit. I'm not gonna spoil who won, but I think it was first to 15 or 16. But yeah, it's 2v2 here. You just chuck this shit. And then look, I ended up getting a lot. And then I want to break down. I need to get better with my fatigue. I'm gonna just play the video. I've been pausing so much. I'm gonna play the video out. First jumper is a miss. And then my bro ends up getting the rebound and then putting it up. So it's 1-0. I'm not going to overanalyze that. First jumper of the game, whatever. Miss. I felt like I was decent. Another part, like, I never know where to be when my teammate has the ball in the 2v2. Like, where do I be? Because he ends up, like, missing. And then I think he airball, right? Yeah. Oh, no, it was our ball. Ended up being our ball, but like yeah, if I was in better position, I feel like. So let's see. Now I'm here, and I like this. This guy's smaller than me. I didn't even realize I had size on this guy for real. So I think I'm like 5'8" or 5'9" because I was with this guy on the wing, or the corner. I'm pretty close to the basket here. I feel comfortable. One leg, jump shot, switch. Let's go. So it's 2-0. I want to rewatch this. I like this. See, you can't really see from this angle, but yeah, I like that shot. 2-0. This might be my favorite shot of the whole game for me. I like this shot. Ooh. That was a nice shot. 3-0. Let me see this. Crossover a little bit. Back here. And obviously, I want to say this, like, everyone's, like, not really guarding like that. So I'm not even going to guess anything, but it's just getting comfortable playing when there's people that are playing together. Let me see the spin on that shit. You can't even see it for real. I don't know. I think that's 3-0 though. Let's keep going. She's like, where do I go here? He ends up shooting it. I should probably like box bro out for a rebound, but I'm not gonna like hard, like we're just playing casual, so I'm not gonna super box out. Yeah, like that. I think that was like an effort thing. I could have easily got that. It's 3-0. Kind of cooked me there, but he bricked the shit. And then I think it's our ball. Passed it to bro up top. I'm just moving. I just don't. Yeah, like here he's like double team. I don't know where to move. I should probably be under the basket on the other side, like, and then be ready to jump up for a layup, like in the bottom right here. He ends up throwing some shit up, misses it. I'm not even really going for the rebound. I'm guarding bro now. He ends up scoring on him. So I think it's like 3-2 or some shit. 3-2. I think I have two buckets. So miss. I end up getting that rebound. That's like the third time I've taken that same shot, and then he ends up getting it. So it's 4-2. I guess that's where I'm just comfortable because I want to take like a jumper, and then I can only go right because I can't go left. I gotta go more left. I mean, I could go in the mid range shoot. Yeah, like I'm not mad at that shot. I'm not mad at that shot actually. Yo, I should probably record this exact play, and just practice this because this is another avenue I can go. So I'm driving here. He picks up on me, and then I take the step. I go back a little bit. I got a good shot off here. I feel comfortable taking that shot. I flick my wrist. I just didn't get the perfect muscle memory. He played decent defense on me there too. The big man over here. My defense is just like fake good defense. Like I'm like faking and I'm like putting my hands like and like locking my legs like I'm actually gonna defend, but then they have like free draws. And I'm getting the ball here. Let's see what happens here. My bro sends a screen, we switch, and then I'm on my guy again. I just pass it out because I don't want to take that same jumper. He pushes on the right here. He ends up missing. All good. Bro has the ball here. He's attacking. He gives it back to this guy. And then, yeah, he makes a good mid-range backboard floater off glass. Shit, that wasn't my guy, though. I could have committed more to the double, but it's all good. And then he ends up missing. I end up getting the ball. I feel like that's a good rebound. I bring it back to the top of the key. Shoot. I mean, we're just playing lazy here. I'm not mad at that shot, though. Yeah, but this is embarrassing. I missed twice here, bro. Let's see. Let's analyze the shot again. I'm here. My man is the blue guy probably, and then they switch. So my man is the shorter guy. And then he even backs up against the screen. So I'm completely free here. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot. And then I take the jumper. I feel like if I held my follow through there, it goes in. And then, okay, that's just embarrassing. I got to practice those floaters. So I'm note to self, I got to practice these floaters over here. I'm literally open here. And then it's up, and then I got to flick my wrist more. I did flick it, but I got to flick it to, like, the sky. So, yeah, that's a double miss. That's embarrassing. And I don't want to hyper-analyze everything because the game of basketball, you're going to miss. And you only focus on what you can control. And it's like you got to have a short-term memory in order to be good. That was good. That was a good contest, though, I think. That was a good defense. Let me rewatch that. So, like, where do I go here? I got to learn where to go. I end up tipping that. I think that was a decent hustle. I let bro shoot, though. So that was 100% lazy defense. He ends up making the shot. He ends up making me pay. I think even in the video, I'm like, sheesh, that's how you coming, bro? Because that was a decent shot. That was a good shot. So, yeah, I'm not mad at it. I can't get mad at that. And then these two are friends, by the way. Like the red shirt guy and the white shirt guy. So I think they were like his homies messing around. Oh, yeah, this guy just has a good take. He just fucking 2v1 them. Everyone's also tired as hell, bro. I think I'm the only one that, like, just took a Gatorade break in the middle of the fucking game. I'm just like, hold up, bro, I'm tired. And that comes later. Look at his weak-ass 3-level scoring. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was, like, shooting around. Because I want to get a quick first step and just dash past them. He's leaving me open for 3. I'm dashing in. It's 2. And I end up passing out. Okay. See, I think you see what I'm doing here? This is what I gotta do. I gotta just lean on the other guy and like try making space for him, or like he could pass me the ball because I'm in front of him. I think that's more what I do. He ends up missing, and I think I just got lazy. I didn't get the rebound. All good. I mean, he's the bigger guy. Open jumper. Oh, he break that shit. That was really bad. No, I'm playing. I shot a lot of bad shots. Like this one right here. Oh, that's actually not... I'm not mad at that shot. I gotta practice that. Catch here. So this is what I gotta practice. I'm here with my guy, and then I dash out, and then I catch it, and then this foot is the pivot foot, or not the pivot foot, the base foot, and then this is the foot I pivot with, and then I just catch and shoot, and then but I just missed though. I'm not mad at that shot though. This guy ends up getting the rebound. I forgot the score, by the way, but at the end I'll tell you what the winner was and shit. Let's see. He ends up missing whatever. Let's see. Oh shoot! If he made that shit, okay, yeah, that was a decent tip by me. And then he ended up. I think everyone just got tired and lazy. Defensive laps. I mean, that was a good play by me though. I guess I just tipped it. And obviously these aren't like super. No one's like super trying. It's literally raining. Like we're just messing around, having fun. So I'm not gonna hyper analyze it, but obviously I want to get better. Well, that was a good take by me. That's like one of the only times I drove to the basket. So let me see this again. So obviously I want to get better at this quick first step. I think that was a decent quick first step. I'm driving, and then I just pick up the ball. Like this guy's not the guy that's guarding me is not playing super hard defense, but I'm driving. I pick up the ball, and then I'm holding the ball. I take 2 long steps, and then I'm dashing. Other bro was trying to play defense on me, but I get it off the glass. That's not bad. I could do that. I gotta practice that. That's a right side layup. Just standard layup. I gotta just get quicker on that acceleration. And then I'm not mad at this shot. He just passed me. Was that Loki ball hugging? No, I don't think so. I was sharing the ball with bro. And then I just shot this shit. Oh, I'm not mad at that. That actually looks decent. That looks like a decent shot. I gotta hold my follow through. That looks like a decent shot though. I think that went out of bounds. Oh, never mind, it didn't. Bro shoots it. He gets the rebound. I think I'm just lazy here. This is where I just get lazy. I'm just standing around. Bro's trying to cook. Yeah, I think he loses the ball. Let me skip a little bit. He loses the ball. It's our ball. Somehow. I don't know how it's our ball, but fuck it. 3-level scoring. Boom. I'm just dribbling. I gotta get better with my hand. I gotta get more confident on like what moves I'm doing, because a lot of time I don't know. That was a good shot. I'm not mad at it. I ended up getting the ball. That was a bad shot. Obviously I airballed. Let me think what happened here. I gotta be more confident with my move. I think that's what it was. I made a move and then I went into a shot. I wasn't as confident. Yeah, the flick wasn't there. And then you know what I also do? Obviously, I'm not having the audio of the game in this video, but every time I make a bad play, I'm like, my bad. It's like, oh, that's on me. And I think that's a good quality to have, where you're like accountable as like a teammate and as like a hooper. Because like if you point the finger at yourself and you're accountable, only you're gonna get better. But there's another part of it where I'm just like sulking. I'm like, my bad, bro. That's on me. Shit, I'm trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now, like I was talking about earlier about confidence, that'll tweak your confidence, and then you're just like cooked. Like, whoa, like you're not playing as well. So you just gotta keep it pushing sometimes. So yeah, you gotta have a balance. I feel like of being a good teammate. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's lazy defense. He didn't end up making the shot, so it worked out. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm close. That was a good move. I got it. Bro was playing lazy. I end up shooting it. I end up missing it though. But I'm not. It's whatever. He tries passing it. Bro shoots it. We're kind of playing lazy defense here. I guess we end up switching. He's on bro. He takes a turnaround. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Turn around, jumper, he ends up making it. Someone gotta keep track of score, bro. I'm not. I don't even know what score anymore. Oh, okay. This is a good one. He's driving between the legs. He dashes and then he puts it up. That was good. Let's analyze my defense here. Obviously, I'm tired as hell. Yeah, I feel like you know what it is too. I'm just super reactive on defense. I just like try. Uh, I just react to everything that the offense does. When all I gotta do is just follow them for a second and be like smooth. But you know, when you have a defensive lapse, you gotta play better the next defensive possession. So I think that's what I did here. Bro ends up putting a floater in and then he cooks. So yeah, that was a nice bucket by him. Let's keep going. So I have the basket here. I'm driving in. Oh, that was a fumble if I've ever seen one. But I like this take though. You can't get mad at misses. This is the experience I was talking about. This is good progress. I'm going right, and then I somehow end up going left, and then I'm rising, and then I end up breaking that shit. Did I go up with my? I end up going up with my right hand. So I probably gotta float it here. Like if you can see my mouse, you like float it like that in. If I'm going with my right hand, or I gotta improve my left. But how did I get? How did I end up with my? How did I end up in my left hand? Oh, I kind of crossed, bro. Hold up. Because he ended up coming and then. Oh, yeah, that was good. I really like that move. I want to practice this. Boom. Boom. Yeah, but I ended up breaking it. I got the ball back, though. Let's see. Kind of hustling, and then I ended up breaking it. Not mad at it, though. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I wonder what's my field goal percentage in this. Could I have passed there? Let's see. I could have passed there. I mean, he's open. But we're just... Yeah, it is what it is. Runs up shooting. He misses. Ooh, good defense on him. He ends up missing. And then he ends up getting the ball. Passes. He ends up missing. But, yeah, that should have been a bucket, though. It's all good. He's driving. He ends up passing it out. That's a good... That's on me. I gotta... That's catch and shoot. It's all good, though. I think I fouled him on that shit. Like, I hit him a little bit. It's all good. And then I'm moving out a little bit. I'm trying to create space for him. Obviously, if I could shoot, like in a real game, you're going to be able to shoot and shit. Trying to set screen for him. That ended up being out on him. So that was a good play by me, I guess. I hustled a little bit. Ended up getting us an extra position. So now we have the ball again. Just dribbling right. This guy's on me. I think I might have traveled here, but... Oh, yeah. See, that's really bad. That's literally a turnover. He stole this shit. I'm just tired. You see this shit? I'm just tired. He taps it. Oh, no. I want to go past because I thought he was about to steal it. At least I didn't give up a 3. I ended up missing. That was a really good pass by him, though, because I'm over here. He ends up passing it, bounce, and then I got to go up strong. I got to go up strong with this guy. I ended up making contact with him, though. He, like, pushed me a little bit. I said and one. I missed it, though. So I got to get better at finishing off contact. Yeah, a lot of it's just experience. I got to finish off contact. I got to get better with my floaters. Obviously, they're not playing super hard defense here. Just casual. It's literally like drizzling while we're playing. No one's trying to go super, super hard. I guess I'm going super, super hard because I'm literally dying. Like, I'm fatigued as hell. Nice bucket, bro. Makes a bucket. But yeah, that's just my cardio. That's also one thing I gotta improve. I think right here I'm like, yo, let me get some Gatorade, bro. Yeah, look. They're just shooting around. I took a break, bro, because I'm too fatigued. Because you could literally see the last possession, like he stole the ball, or like I made that bad pass and I turned it over. Yeah, I needed the break. So then I'm back here. And we're back. I forgot what the score was. I think it was like 7-4 or 7-5 us or something. Alright, so here he passed me the ball, the first possession out, and then I just took this 3 jumper, and I'm low-key chucking this bitch. Yeah, I chucked this bitch. Look at it. You can see the flick though. You can see the flick, but that shit's hard as hell. It ends up going in. He was like, nice shot. I'm like, bro, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's a nice shot, but you know what I'm saying? It went in. It is what it is. I just realized we got 30 minutes, bro. This is gonna be a long video. It's all good though. I'm passionate about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get better. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Oh, he ends up shooting this shit from Dame range. Like, you can't even see him in the frame. You just boom. I end up getting the ball back. Let's see what happens here. Step back jumper. Ooh, you see I'm tired, bro. Air ball. I'm not mad at that move, though. I got to be more confident. And I got to just practice that because I was fully open. That's not a speed thing or anything. I just got to get better at hitting those. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Maybe I should, for the videos going forward, just edit it where it's only my possessions. And then it'll be quicker. Because, like, we don't really care about their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm trying to improve myself. And it's not like I can analyze hella things defensively right now on my end. Because this is, like, a really low-level chill pickup game where we're just, like, just messing around. So like I'm just, a lot of it's just, you know, like right there he ends up getting the rebound. It's just effort. Okay, over here he ends up he ends up off the play, and then he gets the ball, he passes it back, he picks me up, and then he's on me. I should just be like, he's smaller than me and he's like not playing hella hard defense. I should just like rise up on him and like make contact, but I can't even go with my left, so I end up going back, and then boom. I'm not mad at that. Let me watch it one more time. That's a decent bucket, and then let's see what happens next. Let's see what's about to happen next. Okay. Oh, he ends up passing me, and then it ends up going in, another floater. I don't know if I took a jumper there. I don't even think I jumped there. I just put it up. And then, boom. We're getting the ball back. Possession. I'm not mad at that shot, though. He passed me the ball. That's the same shot. I got to practice this. That's 2 times I missed it. It's kind of like a one-leg floater jumper. And it's like super close to the rim on the left side. Oh, shoot. That was actually kind of nice, bro. I think they made like a fake comeback here. We got the ball back. Yeah, I think they kind of made like a comeback here. Ooh, that was a nice bucket. Nice bucket. He ends up shooting that. Ooh, not a bad shot though. That was good. I needed more effort there, but my feet were moving though. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't letting him get by, but yeah, that's still bad defense. I gotta press up on him, bro. Pause. He ends up taking this jumper on some fucking crazy shit. Once I get confident with my 3, I'm 1 for 1 on 3 on this game though, so I'm not mad at it. Unless I don't know if I took another one. Yeah, bro starts cooking up a little bit now. He starts cooking up. Like, I'm not really guarding him hard from 3. He's going right. I'm going back. He gets past me though. Luckily he mishanded the ball, but he got right past me. I'm not sliding back fast enough. Oh wait, he ends up making this jumper. Holy. Yeah, so I think this is where we had like 14, and I don't think the game was like 16 or 15. And no, game was 16, I'm pretty sure. And then they had like, it was like 14-7 or some shit, and they ended up having a crazy comeback. Like, yeah, they just made like hella buckets in a row. So that's just like 3 right there. So yeah, I'm gonna skip a little bit. Boom, boom. And I'm just lazy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna chalk it up to me being lazy. There's no like there's no super analyzation that has to go with like my defensive position. Obviously, I gotta improve that, but like a lot of this would be avoided if I was just not as lazy. But everyone's playing hella lazy. That's not an excuse though. Oh, that was a nice bucket. That was a nice bucket by him, bro. Pass it back to him. Doom, doom. He ends up making a nice shot, and that's game. So yeah, I think the score was like 15-15. Now we're playing like hard because like yo, I want this to end. And then I think no, that's when it's like 15-15 or 15-14 or some shit. Oh no, here we're talking about you want to play 1 by 2 or not. So it was four. It was yeah. The point is this is sudden death. We're tied. One next point wins, and then that they happen. So yeah, that's all the footage, and that's like analyzation. So I think the main takeaway is I just gotta improve, shooting with confidence. And I was like, it's not like I was heavily contested. Like I think later on I'll get better and more focused on like I'll get more focused on the speed and effectiveness of my moves. But right now the moves I'm doing is fine. I just need to like tweak the mechanics of the moves and get better at hitting those shots. Cause I'm like open, and he's like leaving me open. If I can't hit the open shit, you know, that's what I gotta focus on first before I focus on like getting more Luca type moves. So yeah, this video is already hella long. I'm just gonna end it off here. Um, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next Hooper vlog.